This will be a quick video going through a question 6 from page 539. This is from the geometry section from your prior learning chapter. You will have to know how to find the areas of different shapes. You are expected to know how to find the area and perimeter. And you will have to use this knowledge to find the area and perimeter of compound shapes. So compound shapes are shapes that are made up of other known shapes. So that's when the questions get more trickier, and you are meant to keep a neat, systematic way of showing how you found each area. So the first thing you need to do with finding the area of compound shapes is to divide them into different parts and to recognize which measurements go to which part. So we're gonna do this first by noticing that when you have a shape that's slightly slanted on both sides and you have one straight side, you can immediately suspect that this could be a trapezium. So we're going to create the other parallel side for the trapezium. So this will be our trapezium. So remember, trapezium have two parallel sides and two non-parallel sides. The next shape that we could find is a semicircle at the top. Now, some of you might be tempted to draw a line here. However, this does not look like a semicircle, and we won't really be able to find the height of this rectangle because we don't know the length of this side. So it's actually all the way here. And now we can actually get a nice semicircle, and this will be our third shape, which is a rectangle. So the length being written here is the tricky part, if you want. So we're going to divide them into area A, area B, and area C. Okay, so it's a good way to label your diagram because you'll be able to keep track of your calculations. So notice in this question how I'm going to lay out my answer, because it will guarantee that you're going to get the method marks if this was in an exam. So you write area for A is equal to, well, it's a semicircle, so everything will be divided by 2. And the formula is pi r squared. So pi for the area of a circle. The radius is half of 4.1. So we know that the radius of the circle here is, the diameter is 4.1, which means that the radius is half of 4.1. So 4.1 over 2, remember you need it squared. Now, you can do each of these calculations on your own. You could do 4.1 divided by 2, find the radius, and you can write it here immediately if you want to. You can find the area first if you want to, and then divide it by 2. It's up to you which order you want to do them. However, this whole thing is the area of A. If you want to do things separately, if you want to find pi 4.1 over 2 squared first and then divide by 2, do not write that this is the area of A, because it's not. The area of A has to be divided by 2. The area of the circle has to be divided by 2. So this whole thing is equal to 6.601. It's a good idea to keep your answers in as many decimal places as you can, just to maintain the accuracy later on. So this is 6.6013 centimeters squared. Now the area of B is quite clear, so you have 4.1 and then 6.3. So this is just the area of a rectangle, and 6.3, which is 25.83 centimeters squared. And the area of C is a trapezium, so for the trapezium you have A plus B over 2 times H. The A doesn't matter, it could be this length, it could be that length, it doesn't matter which way you pick your A and B, as long as you're picking your parallel sides. to be here. It has to be the parallel sides. And then you divide by 2, and our height is 2.9. They've given us the height. Remember that the height has to be the perpendicular height to the parallel sides. So 2.9 is perpendicular to both of them. So A could be 2.7, and then B is your 4.1. Again, it's the length of the base. So 4.1 divided by 2 times 2.9. In the calculator, be careful how you enter this calculation. I would recommend that you do this fraction first, or you do them separately, 2.7 plus 4.1, and then divided by 2, and then multiply by 2.9. You should get 9.86 centimeters squared. Now, the area of the whole shape. Always remember to read back at the question. Make sure that you've answered the question. The question wanted the area of the whole shape, so the area is simply equal to 6.6013 plus 25.83 plus 9.86, which is equal to 42.29 centimeters square. If you want to round this, then it is 42.3 centimeters square, as it would be written in your book. I calculated this based on 2 decimal places, so without the 1 3 over here.